Mr. Brian again. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, man, I'm so young. Standing on my 10 toes, I stay strong, and so I still move on, no matter what goes on. Starting from a far place, moving on, because I started from a far place. I'm all about the money making. I don't got time for any haters, no. I'm trying to go see different places, because I started from a far place. I'm all about the money making. I don't got time for any haters, no. I'm trying to go see different places, and I be feeling out of place. Hear the brown and then I feel like I'm in space. Tired screeching in the race. Take your pace. Go slow till we popping out of base. Shorty wanna see my face. Set up a date.
Have you ever wondered about the Super Bowl? Probably, of course, because everybody in the United States wonders about the Super Bowl. Which team is going to win? Go Niners! But have you really wondered about the Super Bowl? I mean, the Super Bowl coming up in the next week, this month of February, is going to be Super Bowl 58. Roman numeral LVIII. In the Super Bowl, we've got the 49ers versus the Chiefs. It's definitely going to be one to watch, but all that aside, of course, people are going to be wondering about the Super Bowl. I'm asking you if you wondered about the Super Bowl, and you probably are wondering about the Super Bowl. But what I'm trying to get to is, have you ever asked yourself, during Super Bowl moments, what really sells during the Super Bowl? Like, what are people buying a lot of when the Super Bowl happens? Have you ever wondered about that? Well, I sure have. And you know what? I looked into it. I had to scratch the curiosity. I needed to know what really sells during the Super Bowl. So, went to my trusty web browser. I nowadays work on Bing, Microsoft's Bing web browser, because I get all these cool points for free that I could use towards different rewards. If you want to know more about that, comment below. But so I asked Bing, and Bing operates on ChatGPT. What are the most consumed products during the Super Bowl, or what are people buying a lot of during the Super Bowl? And you know what Bing told me, or what it gave back to me? So it gave me about 5 different things people are spending a lot of. They're spending a lot on pizza, chicken wings, beer, electronics, and apparel or decorations. You want me to repeat that? So here we go. People are buying a lot of pizza. People are buying a lot of chicken wings. People are buying a lot of beer. A lot of electronics. Oh, that's an interesting one. And finally, they're buying a lot of apparel or decorations like clothing and stuff like that. That's what Bing is telling me. So it goes into detail, and I want to give this to you. So pizza is a clear winner for online deliveries during the Super Bowl, is what it says. The popularity stems from being a convenient and shareable food choice for game day. I mean, of course, like who would want pizza during a sports, watching sports day? I know all of us want our very favorite pizzas coming. Then you got the chicken wings. Chicken wings. It says chicken wings are another favorite food item during the Super Bowl weekend. Their savory and finger-licking appeal makes them a hit among viewers. Let me see. With me, I'm okay. 50-50. I like chicken wings, but I'm not that really crazy about chicken wings. I would be more crazy about the pizza. Have a very good pizza, a pizza that doesn't taste like cardboard. Has to eat, definitely, during Super Bowl moments. The third one on there, beer. So they're saying, what Bing says, beverages, especially beer, top the list of most purchased items during the Super Bowl. Fans enjoy sipping on their favorite brews while watching the game. Yeah, Definitely. You probably have your favorite ice cold brew already ready for the moment the game pops off. You're gonna pop the top, guzzle down a few, enjoy with friends, enjoy with family, or enjoy it on your own. It's just a comforting feeling. And if you ain't an alcohol drinker or a beer drinker, then I guess you got your own favorite beverage that you go to. And then there's this interesting one, which is electronics. Okay, while not directly related to the game, it being said that electronic sales often see a boost during the Super Bowl as people upgrade their TVs, their sound systems, and other gadgets to enhance their viewing experience. Damn, that is so true. It's got it's actually gotten to the point where as we go into the future, you're going to be able to be on the field digitally, or should I say virtually. I remember talking to Cooney more about this and a couple of other Wefobz hosts that I don't know, I think it was said that it already is there. Technology is there to do it virtually. But yeah, so Bing's telling us the electronics go hard when a Super Bowl season comes around or Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl week, I guess. Then you got the part with apparel and decorations, right? So fans love to show their team spirit by wearing the jerseys, the hats, and other team themed apparel. Additionally, Bing says they also do the decorations for Super Bowl parties to contribute to the sales. Super Bowl is definitely like the holiday here in the United States. If you haven't experienced it, it's something to behold. And I guess it's one of those things that makes America unique, United States of America, right? But Bing wraps it up by saying, keep in mind that these things, like it's not a final decision, but it's usually majority of what people buy a lot during Super Bowls. Where am I going with all this? Why, guysosmooth, are you asking the question about what sells the most during the Super Bowl? Because I was wondering, if those things sell the most during the Super Bowl, would they be a good investment to put my money towards if I wanted to, jump on the train and earn a few? This is not financial advice. This is me speculating on what type of plays I could make if I was to look at the Super Bowl being, let's say, a marker to say what type of things people are buying a lot of. So I asked Bing, what's some cool, are these things good to invest in, like, for the future? And of course, Bing had an answer for that. But it says, please note that investing in stocks involves risk, and you should always consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. And I have to say, I am not a financial advisor of any sort, and I do not claim to be. But I was curious about if there were stocks based on what people buy during a Super Bowl. Would I be interested in picking up those stocks for my own investment portfolio? Though small, I don't have much to work with, but I'm very curious to see what goes on behind the scenes when the big events like these happen. So I looked it up, and this is what Bing says. There's about 10 of them Bing spits out. So PepsiCo, ticker symbol PEP. It's one of the biggest sponsors of the Super Bowl and has been a part of the event for over 30 years. Whoa. Company stock has been performing well in recent years and it is expected to continue to do so. I don't have Pepsi, but I do have Coca-Cola. When I get money, I'm thinking picking it up just to balance it out. You can never have less of a diverse portfolio if you know about all of that stuff. It's also saying Nike, ticker symbol NKE. Nike is another company that has been part of the Super Bowl for many years. True. The company's stock has been performing well and is expected to continue to do so. Nike. Yeah, I think I put some money on Nike. Yeah, not bad, B. Booking. Ticker symbol BKNG. Booking is a travel company that has been part of the Super Bowl for many years. Doesn't say exact how many years, like the 30 for PepsiCo and Nike. Yeah, the company stock has been performing well as an its stock. Okay, the same thing. Booking is continuing. So the other stocks on here, it's got Disney, it's got Rakuten. Oh, Rakuten. Of course, everybody knows about Disney stocks. Yeah, you definitely, that's like a blue chip stock right there. Blue chips meaning it's a guaranteed stock that if you put money into it, it's a higher chance of your money growing in that stock rather than losing. But stocks are, with anything, it's risky. Just got to know what you're doing when you get into there. And if you don't know what you're doing, again, goes back to what Big says. Uh, there's risk, and you should always consult with financial advice. Or Rakuten is surprising me right here. Rakuten is a Japanese e-commerce company that has been part of the Super Bowl for many years. Oh, okay. So it's a Japanese e-commerce company. Yeah. That sounds familiar. Okay. Then we've got DraftKings, which is a sports betting company. Also been a part of the Super Bowl for many years. There's something I see there that I like, Coinbase. It's a crypto exchange company. Also been a part of the Super Bowl for many years. Ooh, big boy, big bad boy right here, where most of our social media stuff happens. Meta platform, the guys over there at Facebook, formerly known as Facebook. Another social media company that is a part of the Super Bowl. And the final two is Nissan. Oh, so Nissan is the car brand behind um, being a part of the Super Bowl. Interesting. Another Japanese company too. So that's two Japanese companies too so far. And finally, Bean points out Wallbox. What is Wallbox? It's a Spanish electric vehicle charging company. Interesting. That they say it's been a part of the Super Bowl for many years also. So it's kind of like repeating itself that it says a lot of all these 10 different stocks or these 10 different companies with their stock ticker symbols have been a part of the Super Bowl for a couple of years, at least 30 years. Would I invest in these if I had the money to do so, which, I'm working towards? Yeah, of course I would. It's good to keep a diverse portfolio. But then again, I'm not really too much into the Super Bowl whole thingy. I'd probably look more towards what's going on with the pizza, the chicken, the beer, and electronics and the apparel. It's interesting that being never talked about. Talked about though, it went straight into companies that are big on, I guess you could call sponsoring the Super Bowl. So what is this? What is this? What is there? Is there a lesson here to learn? Well, I believe there is a lesson here to learn. The lesson is whenever things happen, and whenever I'm trying to make a play on like seeing how things go, maybe I want to look at, so who's doing the sales and who's getting the product out there, who's making the product, who's making money behind the scenes. How can I get in on that? That's my journey. That's my journey. That's how I figured Guy So Smooth is going to get to his financial freedom by watching how these things play out. Going to see a lot of this with a lot of podcasts we're going to be dropping in the future. You also got Chief Lot's going to drop his style of podcasts in addition to the entire crew. Like I said before, all of Wefobz is innovating on all of our shows. And this is one of our first, this is going to be one of our first pop-offs since going into the membership phase for our YouTube channel. Those on Spotify can still get this. And then there's those on, they'll be listening to it on on their podcast platforms. But think about it. You ever wonder about that? Like what sells during the Super Bowl? Who's selling it? And if there's any stock involved with the Super Bowl that maybe people like you and I could look at and make a play on in terms of investing in it and getting a return on our investment. Once again, not a financial advisor, but I am financially curious about these things. I want to look into more, not just the Super Bowl. Look into other instances of things that happen. Oh, we can ask, man. I definitely missed the maybe what sells a lot during Christmas time, what sells a lot during New Year's, who's doing the selling, what kind of stocks go into that, right? Let's take a deeper look into a lot of other things that pique our curiosity. If you like what we're putting out, like, comment. You're already a Wefobz citizen. This is exclusively for you. We've got more content coming. Always come back for more. We're keeping them short, straight to the point, and we hope you love it. Don't forget to answer the polls right there on our community poll line if you're on YouTube. Other than that, did I miss anything else? I don't think so. I'll see you all again, Wefobz Nation and Wefobz citizens. We out.
I'm trying to go see different places. Man, I'm so young. Standing on my 10 toes, I stay strong. And so I still move on, no matter what goes on. Started from a far place, moving on. Because I started from a far place. I'm all about the money making. I don't got time for any haters. No, I'm trying to go see different places. Because I started from a far place. I'm all about the money making.